What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and Lil Wayne is in a slew of trouble right now. But before we get into that, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. A link is in the description below, and leave a like on this video. So the first thing that came out was that Lil Wayne's former manager, Ronald Sweeney, sued him for more than $20 million over unpaid commissions. And this is what the article says. According to the blast, the lawsuit says they worked tirelessly as Lil Wayne's manager and close confidant for nearly 14 years, managing his finances, all of his entities, his friends, his enemies, his lawyers, but received very little compensation for their efforts, which includes handling over 30 lawsuits that resulted in big income for the rapper. They add Wayne failed and refused to pay plaintiffs. He is promised 10% of the recovery from lawsuits, 10% of the sale of master recordings owned by Lil Wayne's record label, and then 17% in general commissions that he owes to plaintiffs in connection with plaintiffs' day-to-day management activities. Sweeney states Wayne hired him to renegotiate his deal with Cash Money Records in 2005 due to problems with contractual agreement, and managed to strike a successful new recording agreement with the return of his publishing, merchandising, and touring rights. He said he made up to millions of dollars for Wayne and protected him from his record company, his other managers, and vast amount of parasites and others who were trying to take advantage of Lil Wayne. In fact, on more than one occasion, plaintiffs essentially had to protect Wayne from Wayne himself. Now, if this was the case, I don't think Lil Wayne would have ever had those issues with Birdman back in like 2015, trying to get his masters back. So I don't know how great this manager was at managing Lil Wayne himself. But from this lawsuit came out more information. The fact that Lil Wayne allegedly sold his masters to Universal Music Group back in June of this year. And Sweeney revealed this in the lawsuit because this is a way for him to say that Lil Wayne has a lot of money to be able to pay him that $20 million that he's suing for. According to Sweeney, the deal with UMG was worth a whopping $100 million. So if this is true, Lil Wayne sold his whole masters to Universal for $100 million, which is an insane amount of money. And right after this news came out, Lil Wayne has reportedly pleaded guilty to the illegal possession of a loaded weapon. On December 23rd, 2019, federal authorities received an anonymous tip Wayne was allegedly transporting drugs on his private jet. Once they arrived at the Miami Opa-locka Executive Airport, they performed a search of the plane and discovered a gold-plated Remington 1911 45 caliber handgun loaded with 6 rounds of ammunition in a bag containing small amounts of cocaine, ecstasy, and Oxycontin. At the time of the bust, authorities cleared Wayne to continue on to California, where his plane was initially headed. His attorney, Howard Serebnek, explained there is no allegation that he ever fired it, brandished it, used it, or threatened to use it. There is no allegation that he is a dangerous person. The charge is that because he was convicted of a felony in the past, he is prohibited from possessing a firearm. So, of course, a felon, if he uses a firearm, it's 10 times worse than if a regular person did and got caught with it. So Wayne struck a plea deal with the federal government. It's possible he will receive little to no jail time, but he's currently facing up to 10 years in prison. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Lil Wayne. A lot is going on, him pleading guilty to that. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, if he actually serves that time, if he serves any time. Why did he sell his masters? We actually talked about this on the podcast, the Diverse Mentality podcast, with my co-host Sean Wayne. We discussed this. The episode's coming out today, I believe. If the video comes out today, this video comes out today, it'll come out today. I'll leave a link in the cards, in the YouTube cards right above, and you can watch it. And yeah, we discuss why exactly Lil Wayne potentially sold his masters